Hi everyone, I'm Mia. When it comes to learning about the history of a new destination, travelers should look no further than its iconic buildings. Of course, there are other ways to discover the local culture, which can be reflected in the food, the textiles, and the dialects. But it's the buildings that can reveal the most about a place. Here's the greatest, most inspiring buildings the world has to offer, so that when we're all allowed to travel again, you know exactly where to go. Number 10. Sydney Opera House, Australia. Sydney Opera House is one of the world's most iconic modern buildings. Located on the Bennelong Point Peninsula, its precast interlocking shells sit proudly atop an almighty podium, a harborside edifice of architectural modernity. Designed by Danish architect Jørn Utzon, who was the winner of an international design competition in 1957, the building was 16 years in the making and was actually completed by an Australian architectural team headed up by Peter Hall. The building was formally opened on October 20, 1973 and has maintained its legacy as the #1 point. Number 9. Eiffel Tower, Paris, France. Locally nicknamed is Iron Lady, it was constructed from 1887 to 1889 as the centerpiece of the 1889 World's Fair. Although initially criticized by some of France's leading artists and intellectuals for its design, it has since become a global cultural icon of France and one of the most recognizable structures in the world. The tower has 3 levels for visitors, with restaurants on the first and second levels. The top level's upper platform is 906 feet above the ground, the highest observation deck accessible to the public in the European Union. Tickets can be purchased to ascend by stairs or lift to the first and second levels. The climb from ground level to the first level is over 300 steps, as is the climb from the first level to the second, making the entire ascent a 600-step climb. Although there is a staircase to the top level, it is usually accessible only by lift. Number 8. Hagia Sophia, Istanbul, Turkey. Designed by Isidore of Miletus and Anthemius of Tralles, the Hagia Sophia of Istanbul, Turkey was built in 537 Anno Domini. Famous for its massive central dome, it was the world's largest building at the time and is said to have changed the history of architecture. Originally a Greek Orthodox cathedral, it later became a mosque under the Ottoman Empire and now exists as a museum. The greatest surviving example of Byzantine architecture, it stood as the largest cathedral in the world for 1,000 years, until the Spanish, in the making, built a bigger one. Number 7. La Sagrada Familia, Barcelona, Spain. Not bad for a building they haven't even bothered to finish yet. Although construction began in 1882, the plans were partially destroyed during the Spanish Civil War and much time has been spent trying to piece them back together again. The building is hoped to be completed finally by 2026, a full century after Gaudi's death. Though not originally intended to be a cathedral with its iconic towers and combination of Gothic with the Art Nouveau style, it's hard to see it as anything else. The building is a testament to the uniqueness of Gaudi's works and become a major tourist attraction for Barcelona amongst architects and regular flock alike. Number 6. Leaning Tower of Pisa, Italy. Freestanding bell tower of Pisa Cathedral. It is known for its nearly 4-degree lean, the result of an unstable foundation. The tower began to lean during construction in the 12th century, due to soft ground which could not properly support the structure's weight. It worsened through the completion of construction in the 14th century. By 1990, the tilt had reached 5.5 degrees. The structure was stabilized by remedial work between 1993 and 2001, which reduced the tilt to 3.97 degrees. Number 5. Taj Mahal, Agra, India. The Taj Mahal is an Islamic ivory white marble mausoleum on the right bank of the river Yamuna in the Indian city of Agra. This beauty was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983 for being the jewel of Muslim art in India and one of the universally admired masterpieces of the world's heritage. It is regarded by many as the best example of Mughal architecture and a symbol of India's rich history. The Taj Mahal attracts more than 6 million visitors a year, and in 2007, it was declared a winner of the new 7 Wonders of the World initiative. Number 4. The Brandenburg Gate, Berlin, Germany. The Brandenburg Gate is an 18th-century neoclassical monument in Berlin, built on the orders of Prussian King II Frederick William after restoring the Orangist power by suppressing the Dutch popular unrest, one of the best-known landmarks of Germany. Throughout its existence, the Brandenburg Gate was often a site for major historical events and is today considered not only as a symbol of the tumultuous histories of Germany and Europe, but also of European unity and peace. Number 3. The London Eye, UK. The London Eye was formally opened by the Prime Minister Tony Blair on December 31, 1999, but did not open to the paying public until March 9, 2000 because of a capsule clutch problem. The London Eye, or the Millennium Wheel, is a cantilevered observation wheel on the south bank of the River Thames in London. It is Europe's tallest cantilevered observation wheel, and is the most popular paid tourist attraction in the United Kingdom with over 3 million visitors annually. Number 2. The Lotus Temple, Delhi, India. The Lotus Temple is a Baha'i of worship that was dedicated in December 1986. Notable for its lotus-like shape, it has become a prominent attraction in the city. Like all other Baha'is of worship, the Lotus Temple is open to all, regardless of religion or any other qualification. The Lotus Temple has won numerous architectural awards and has been featured in many newspaper and magazine articles. When we are coming the number 1, I want to say that it is very difficult to rank for these wonderful works. They are all very beautiful, these 10 and dozens of them that are not on the list. And the number 1. Statue of Liberty, USA, New York. The Statue of Liberty is a colossal neoclassical sculpture on Liberty Island in New York Harbor in New York City, in the United States. The copper statue, a gift from the people of France, was designed by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi, and its metal framework was built by Gustave Eiffel. The statue was dedicated on October 28, 1886. The statue was administered by the United States Lighthouse Board until 1901 and then by the Department of War. Since 1933, it has been maintained by the National Park Service as part of the Statue of Liberty National Monument, and is a major tourist attraction. Limited numbers of visitors can access the rim of the pedestal and the interior of the statue's crown from within. Public access to the torch has been barred since 1916. What's your opinion about these beauties? And which ones have you had a chance to see? Feel free to comment. Don't forget to like video, subscribe to channel and turn on notifications to be notified of new videos. I'm Mia. Thanks for watching. See you in the next research video.